and send those feet straight out in front. Inhale to lift. Exhale, bow the body forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen the posture. Hold here. We'll work through 2-minute holds today. A little bit longer of a hold just to get into the deeper parts of that fascia, really inviting the opening, allowing the change in the muscle, allowing it to break down completely, create new pathways. Just let your head hang. Keep drawing the toes up towards the face. Keep rooting yourself into the earth. Coming deeper and deeper, keep bringing the awareness back to the breath. Notice the body melt open. Last couple breaths here. Inhale, lengthen all the way up. Open the chest, open the heart. Relax the shoulders. Moving through staff pose. See about crossing your feet through and coming into your tabletop that way. Then we're just going to move around here, playing with cat-cow, opening through the spine, opening through the neck. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Back of the heart lifts. Move through. Adding a mantra. I am open. I am safe. You can always use that nam, which translates in English, the truth is my name. I am truth. And gently just come back to that neutral spine. Extend the right hand in front. Kick that left foot long behind you. And just hold. Long line of energy from fingertips out through the toes. Engaging in the belly. Notice where your roots are. And on this next breath, go ahead and kick that heel up towards the seat, gazing over that shoulder. Breathe. Open and allow. Gently kick out in both directions. Back down to the mat. Kick right foot long. Extend left arm forward. And notice here, establishing your root, establishing your length. Expand. Nice job. Go ahead and kick that foot back towards the seat. This time gazing over the left shoulder. Breathe deeply. And gently release everything back to the mat. Swivel out the hips side to side. And press yourself up through downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reach the heels down towards the earth. Make space here. Allow the opening of the shoulders. Allow the release of the low back. And just take space between every single vertebrae in the spine. Gently just walk the toes towards the top of the mat, taking your time. Relax head, neck, shoulders, down to the earth. Bring in a little sway if that speaks to your practice. Standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise. Lift up for the sky. Exhale, take a baby back bend. Inhale to center. Exhale to heart space. We will come into our 12 sun salutations. So if this is your first round with sun salutations, just be gentle. You're welcome to drop your knees through the whole time and just allow yourself to stay with the breath, to stay present in the postures, and just do your best. There's really just a tool to allow for you to come closer to yourself and unite with your higher power, to notice what's been coming up in you and notice what needs attending to. This allows for us to produce the nice chemicals, the oxytocin, the norepinephrine, versus things like cortisol that actually trap us in a cycle of stress. which then creates cravings that are unhealthy, addictions that are unhealthy, and things that we're trying to figure out all of these workarounds for. We can start at the beginning and just bring the chemicals into the body that allow for us to know ourselves truly, truly, truly. Because you are not your negative behaviors. That's not who you are. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step that right foot back. I'm going to demonstrate the modifications in this first round, so you can drop that back knee. Inhale, we're going to open the left side, come through, and then open the center of the heart. Frame the front foot. Feel free to leave that back knee down or pick it up to send the left foot back. Santalasana plank. Drop knees, chest, and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Come all the way through. Upward facing dog. Pull with the belly or use the knees. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha. Inhale, right foot comes forward. Again, you can drop that right knee. Open the right side. Frame the front foot. Reach high. Anjaneyasana. Frame. Curl the back toes under. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Root to rise. Inhale, reach for the sky. That's round one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Right foot back. Left arm opens, heart opens chest. Reach high, Anjaneyasana. Crescent warrior. Frame that front foot. Slide back, plank, Santalasana. Drop knees, chest, and chin. Ashtanga Namaskar. Release the toes, press through, upward facing. Hips pull back, downward facing. Step right toes forward, open the right arm. Frame. Anjaneyasana, open chest, open heart. Breathe deeply. Frame. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen. Root to rise, reach for the sky. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthen. Right foot back, left arm opens. Frame. Root to rise, Anjaneyasana. Frame. Plank. Knees, chest, chin. Press into the palms, press onto the tops of the feet. Draw with the belly. Downward facing. Reach through. Open. Root. Rise. Frame that front foot. Step to the top of the mat. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bow. Inhale, root to rise, lift for the sky. Heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale. Right foot back. Left hand high. Frame. And reach. Come all the way forward. This time we're on number 4, so we're going to tilt forward, lower, and lift. Hips high. Right foot reaches. Right arm reaches. Frame. Anjaneyasana. Step. Bow. Lengthen. Come back to heart space. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Right foot, left hand. Frame. Reach. Open. Frame. Slide back, plank. Lower. And lift. Hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. Slide right foot through. Open the right arm. Frame, reach for the sky. Frame that front foot. Step to the top. Bow. Root to rise. Heart space. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Right foot back. Left hand high. Frame. Santalasana. Reach forward. Lower. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right foot forward. Right hand high. Frame. Lift. Heart open. Frame. Step. This time, really reach. Give yourself a hug. We're halfway. Stick out the tongue. Goddess breath 3 times. So inhale, stick out the tongue. Inhale. Nice job. Root into the feet. Lengthen through the spine. Reach for the sky. Hands to the heart space. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bow. Halfway. Right back. Left up. Plant. Plank. Up dog. Down dog. Step that right foot forward. Open. Frame. And reach. Frame. Step forward. Lengthen. Stretch. Lower. Root to rise. Lift for the sky. Heart center. Anjali Mudra. 8 is great. Halfway. Lower. Right foot. Left hand. Frame. Anjaneyasana. Frame. Step. Lower. And lift. Hips high. Right forward. Open. Frame. Anjaneyasana. Frame. Step. Bow. And lift. Unite the palms. Heart space. Inhale. Bow forward. Halfway. Right. Left opens. Frame. Anjaneyasana. High lunge. Frame. Santalasana. Plank. Lower. Lift. Hips high. Downward facing. Right foot. Open. Frame. Anjaneyasana. Breathe. Frame. Step. Lengthen. Bow to the earth. Bow to your intention. Root to rise. Lift for the sky. Heart center. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway. Right foot back. Left arm open. Frame. Anjaneyasana. Frame. Santalasana. Lower. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing. Downward facing. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right toes forward. Open. Frame. Lift. Anjaneyasana. Ground down. Lift high. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Frame. Step. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Lift for the sky. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lift. Right toes back. Left hand high. Frame. Reach. Frame. Step back. Lengthen. Lower. Lift. Hips high. Right toes forward. Open. Frame. Reach for the sky. Frame that front foot. Step. Lengthen. Fold. Reach all the way up. Heart space. Last one. Inhale, reach. Beautiful job. Bow to the earth. Halfway. Right foot back. Left hand opens. Frame. Step. Lower. And lift. Hips to the sky. Right foot forward. Open. Frame. Reach. Breathe. Expand. Frame. Step to the top of the mat. Nice job. Fully fold. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Root to rise. Hands to the heart space. Take just a moment, Tadasana, mountain pose. Beautiful. Shake out the wrists, shake out the feet. We're going to now come into our gate series. So we've been working a bit with the warrior series. This is going to expand from that to allow for you to come into that next portion of your practice. So wherever you are, wherever you're working from, you want to just move through this with gentleness. And remember, all of this is just prepping for us to get to that final meditation. It allows for the body to relax enough to be entirely still so that you can open those magic pathways that allow for you to learn more and more and more about your internal world that might be inaccessible to you at this moment. But neurologically, we've studied and found out that we as humans remember in us 100% of what we hear, what we see, and what we experience. And so even if you can't pull it forward because of whatever happened during the active memory association within your experience, it's neurologically within you. So let's go ahead and start from Warrior 2, and we will continue. All right. So go ahead, come to the top of your mat. Deep breath in, release. Hands on your hips to start. Slide right foot back behind you. We're going to start with warrior one. Press that heel down to the ground. Open the chest, open the heart. Reach the fingertips up for the sky. Release the toes. Breathe deeply. Expand through. Draw the navel in. Ground down into the feet. Keep bending into that left knee. Keep reaching that right hip forward. Focus on the breath. Allow yourself to create space. You're doing great. Holding the posture really breaks down the muscle memory and allows for us to move forward. Inhale, hands to the heart space. Straighten the front knee. Hinge from the hips. Gentle release here. If it speaks to you, you can drop that head down towards your shin. Keep the hips nice and square. And then go ahead and from here, bring both hands to the inside of the front foot. Turn that back foot out. Heel toe it back a couple of times. Bend into the front knee. And we're going to reverse cartwheel up into warrior two. And hold here. So working towards 90 degrees with that front knee. That's going to happen the more space that we create between the feet. Extend through the arms, gaze forward over that middle finger. Find and hold long, deep breathing. If counting the breath helps to calm the restless thoughts, the chitta vritta, the monkey mind, breathing in for 8 and out for 8. Nice. You're in the home stretch. Last 30. Feel your roots. Notice the four corners of the feet. Really expand. Perfect the posture. Inhale, straighten that front knee. Go ahead, turn both feet parallel. Bow the body forward. Lengthen out through the spine. Use your block or your pillow here to get lower and lower into this posture, easing your head down because eventually what we're looking to do is bring crown to earth. That's the translation of this posture into English. So check that bus stop. What does that feel like? Can you lower? Can you flip? And then see about releasing any props. Last 30, stick with it. Breathe in. Little bend. Slowly walk back up. Nice straight spine here. We're going to use this to move into our open gate pose. So you're going to drop that left knee, walk that toe to the opposite side of the mat, and then drop your knee forward. Okay? Keep your block, your pillow, your prop handy. And we're going to come into this open gate. So you're going to allow the opening here in the side body. We have a few options. So it's almost like half moon on the earth. This is bus stop one with your prop. If you want to release the prop, come a little bit lower. You can do this. Okay? Option to lift that leg. Option to make it dynamic as well. If you want to lift and lower, just make sure you're moving that leg with your core. Moving with the low belly. Noticing anything that comes up. Just acknowledging. If it needs your attention, you can put it in that mental basket and attend to it at the end of practice. Practicing new ways of concentration, new ways of being present, new ways of opening and strengthening and lengthening mind, body, and spirit. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to root, rise, and tip to stretch in the opposite way. So this is full expression Parighasana gate pose. Nice job. Come all the way back through. Go ahead and bring yourself to kneeling. We'll move into Ustrasana, which is a really powerful morning posture. Back bends energize the body. I avoid them at night because I'm fairly sensitive to all chemicals inside and out, and this is going to invigorate, wake up. So curl the toes behind you, send the hips forward. This is a version of Ustrasana, okay? This might be enough if you're working on strengthening your spine, if you're working on strengthening your core, this might be where you are. This is a version of Ustrasana, supporting the back, opening the chest, opening the heart. This is a version of Ustrasana, reaching for the heels, opening the chest, sending the head slightly back. This is a version of Ustrasana, allowing the head to fall. And then finally, if you'd like, release the toes, open the chest, open the heart, and breathe. Inhale, exhale, come all the way up and through into your seated warrior and breathe. And we'll go ahead and we'll move through on the other side. So step your way through kneeling. Come to those high knees. Right toes come towards the top of the mat. Frame the front foot. Find your warrior 2 feet, heel to arch alignment here. And then reverse cartwheel. The laziest reverse cartwheel I've ever done. Extend your hands in either direction and bend deeply into that front knee. Gaze over the middle finger and just deepen the breath. Finding your own mantra. If you like that one, you can use it. Extend nice and long. Breathe long and deep. Ground down, root into those feet. Relax the shoulders. Open the heart. Last 10. Perfect the posture. Ground into the earth. Long line of energy. Inhale, straighten. We're going to go ahead and pivot those hips. Step that back foot forward and bend directly into Warrior One. Hips square towards the front foot. Back foot angled at 45 degrees. We are magnetic. That's why we use a compass for direction with a magnet. We also have a field. That's why we're affected by things like radiation and Wi-Fi signal, things of that nature. So tapping into your own understanding of your field is a superpower. It's a strength that not every human possesses. And so when we come here, when we come to our mats together, we're uniting in this beautiful understanding of connection to something that's way bigger than us, and connection and love and respect for one another. Satnam, 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 Vaheguru. There's another mantra for you if you like. Oh, perfect the posture, deepen that knee bend, expand the heart, the chest, everything forward. And then straighten that front knee and go ahead and drop yourself forward into your modified pyramid. Just breathe here. Inhale, lengthen. We're going to spin both those feet, passing through. You know what? Sometimes it's kind of fun to see how much we're opening. So we're going to come into this Parighasana again. Oh no, it thinks I'm a robot. Not yet. Okay, we're good. How is everyone? While we're taking this break, invited by TikTok to prove my humanness. All right. For Sarda Padottanasana is crown to earth pose. So you have your nice wide-legged stance. The closer that your feet are, the further your head has to go to the earth. So if you're wanting to feel what it feels like to just have that little tripod sensation, just widen your feet and know that you've widened your feet, and that as you work through this posture, your feet can start to heel toe a little bit closer to give yourself a little bit deeper of a stretch through the hamstrings and a little bigger release for the spine. Okay? So also, I like props. Kundalini does not like props, but I like props. And I think Hatha kind of likes props, at least today's Hatha. Maybe not ancient Hatha. But just utilize whatever you need to get to a place where you are both in alignment, so you're not injuring yourself. You're using this triangle shape with the legs to allow the release of the cervical spine, the hamstrings, oh, everything that's overreacting in the body, causing any tightness, anything that's pent up. And just notice the difference between the first time you came through this posture and now. And then inhale, lengthen the spine. Walk that back foot to the back of the right foot to the back of the mat, and then drop the right knee, preparing for gate pose, open gate pose, Parighasana on the other side. So we shall begin just with this little variation. You can use your block if you like, or you can use your hand. And we're just lifting here into our modification, a different hip lever than we've used previously. All sorts of variations. Use this posture just to feel. Notice, move through. Play with the arm. And then go ahead and open your gate. Open that right side body. Beautiful job. Come through into seated warrior.